The customer, because of the poor memory, he has a habit of losing phones. Basically, a regular appointment would work best for him, where it's set up in advance and people can remind him about it. In order to go to GP appointments, he had to either be supported by someone such as myself or have security booked for him for the appointment. The appointments for that particular GP, and quite a lot in the city, are often required to be made on the day at 8:30 in the morning, and they usually go within half an hour, the appointments for the day. So because of my work, my diary is usually filled up before a day arrives. It usually fills up within a week. So if I came to say this morning, my diary would already be fully stocked and I wouldn't be able to support that customer as and when really. So they were quite reluctant to allow us to pre-book any appointments. So that wasn't really a possibility. And also they did say the customer could have security present and they could book security for him. However, they said if he wasn't to attend an appointment where security had been booked, then he'd be taken off the GP's register. And this particular customer has memory issues. So it wasn't practical that I wanted to book security for him. It means that the customer's medical condition isn't being handled and controlled properly. He wasn't getting medication when he needed it. It was causing a breakdown between the relationship and the doctor and the patient because they weren't seeing each other. The customer was getting frustrated with the GP surgery in general. Also means that the customer wasn't getting sick notes regularly for his benefits. So he was getting sanctioned, he was losing his benefits. I think it'd be fairly easily handled if the appointments were booked in advance, if a regular slot was kept open for that appointment so that the customer had a better chance of remembering it. I also think that if the GP practice felt that they couldn't handle that patient, then maybe suggesting a transfer and enabling that transfer to happen to a GP practice which could handle that customer without the need of a support worker or a chaperone. Because the times when I did attend with him to the appointments, there was no need for me to be there. The customer knew what he was asking for and there was no issues. I had a similar situation with a previous customer and it was the same way. He was asked to present with a support worker for appointments, and how they handled that was the doctor who he saw actually insisted on the customer having regular appointments every 2 to 3 weeks, which he sorted out with the reception staff and then told myself and the customer about it in advance, and that was easily handled.